Have you ever seen an orchestra made of water? I mean, a full-on performance where water, light, and music all come together to create something, well, something magical. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the Dubai Fountain, one of the most incredible public shows on the planet.
If you've been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This explosion of water and light erupting from a massive lake, all with the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, right there in the background. It's the kind of performance that literally makes you stop and stare.
But have you ever wondered what's really going on behind the scenes of that 5-minute spectacle? What kind of insane engineering and artistry does it take to make water dance like that? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out.
So first things first, let's talk about the hardware, because the engineering behind this thing is just on another level. The numbers are absolutely staggering.
You know, this slide really tells you everything about the ambition here. The same company, Wet Design, made the famous Bellagio fountains in Vegas. But when Dubai came calling, they weren't just looking to build another fountain. Oh no, they wanted to make a statement. We're talking a lake nearly 4 times bigger, jets that shoot higher, thousands more lights, and a budget that's more than 5 times larger. It's wild.
And to really get a sense of the scale, just try to picture this. The whole fountain system stretches 275 meters. That is longer than 2 football fields laid end to end. It's no surprise that this is the largest choreographed fountain system anywhere on Earth.
And the power, my gosh, the power is just mind-blowing. They use this special patented technology called extreme shooters, super high-pressure jets that can launch water 152 meters or 500 feet straight up into the air. Think about that for a second. That's as tall as a 50-story building made of water. So at any given moment, when the show is at its absolute peak, there are 22,000 gallons of water hanging in the air. That's enough to fill a pretty big swimming pool. And all of it is choreographed, moving in perfect sync with the music. It's just incredible. But here's the part that you would probably never guess. For a spectacle this huge, it's actually surprisingly sustainable. It doesn't use precious fresh water. Instead, it runs on treated wastewater. The whole show is lit up by energy-efficient LEDs, and these super smart pump systems make sure that not a single drop of water or watt of electricity goes to waste. It's a pretty brilliant piece of green engineering.
Okay, so the hardware is obviously incredible. But that's only half of the equation, right? The real soul of the fountain, the thing that gives you goosebumps, is the artistry. It's the music and the choreography that turn all that raw power into an actual performance.
And the team behind it takes this so seriously. For them, it's not just some touristy water show, it's a genuine art form. The head of choreography, Peter Kopik, has this one guiding principle: dignity. Every single song, every single movement is chosen to respect the fountain as a true icon. And that commitment to dignity actually led to a pretty funny moment. Remember when Gangnam Style was the biggest song on the planet? Well, someone suggested it for the fountain, and the answer was a very quick, very firm no. Kopik said it would be like hearing the Queen of England sing it. It just wouldn't be right. He said it would turn the fountain into a laughing stock. You know, creating one of these water dances is a huge undertaking. Just one song can take up to a month to get right. It starts out as a computer simulation back in the US, before the team flies to Dubai to perfect it on the actual fountain. Their biggest challenge ever? That was Michael Jackson's Thriller. It took them 5 whole weeks. And what's really cool is that for Arabic music, they designed the choreography to echo the beautiful, intricate geometric patterns you see in Islamic art.
And really, this fountain is just proof of what can happen when people from all over the world come together. You've got American engineers, French designers, German lighting experts, local Emirati artisans, all bringing their absolute best to the table. It's a truly global masterpiece.
So, we've covered the engineering and the art. Now for the fun part. How do you actually experience this thing? Let's talk about where to go to get the best possible view of the show.
The great news is the show is completely free to watch. The most popular spot for sure is the waterfront promenade right outside the Dubai Mall. But if you want to avoid the biggest crowds, you can try the walkway over by the Dubai Opera. And hey, here's a little insider tip for you. Head up to the balcony at the Apple store inside the mall. You get a fantastic elevated view from there.
Now, if you want to get even closer to the action, there are a few paid options. The boardwalk is this floating platform that gets you just 9 meters away. You can practically feel the spray. Or you can take a lake ride on a traditional boat, which puts you right in the middle of everything. And of course, for a more relaxed vibe, you can always book a table on the terrace of a nearby restaurant and watch the show in comfort.
Okay, so here's your game plan for a perfect visit. First, know the show times. They run every half hour in the evenings. Second, get there a bit early, maybe 15 minutes or so, just to find a good spot before it gets packed. And third, and you have to trust me on this, don't just watch one show and leave. Stick around for a couple, because every single performance has different music and completely different choreography. It's worth it.
When you really think about it, the Dubai Fountain is so much more than just a tourist attraction. It's a place where people from all walks of life can stand together, shoulder to shoulder, and just share a moment of wonder. And it kind of makes you think, right? In this age where we're all glued to our screens, what is the real power of a shared physical spectacle like this? It's something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.